Hey everyone, this video is documenting how I made this prosthetic leg to saw into for my short film Continental Breakfast. It's not quite a tutorial in that it's the first time I did it, so you can see that I'm kind of learning as I construct this thing, but there were not any prosthetic limb construction tutorials online when I made this one. So hopefully you can kind of follow it and maybe get a result. I'm cutting strips of about this size of plaster cloth, because I think that's gonna be the size to wrap around the top of the leg and leave a little seam there. And if you want to know how I what I used for the plaster, it's right over here. We have this roll of plaster stuff I ordered. It's like plaster cloth, I guess it's called, that I ordered from Amazon. And I used gloves and wet it and just applied it. So here's the front half of the leg. And the back half of the leg. And the back half I had to lay on my back for like a few hours, and it was really annoying. And so it kind of came out wide, but that's actually for the best, because I can fit. This is actually, if I fit them together like that, is actually close to the size of my actual leg. So I'm gonna join them together, and then I'm gonna have to build out this this side part into like a little bit of a pelvis and butt. So this is the two halves joined together, and you can see it's took quite a bit of work to get it smooth inside, which I think is going to be necessary so the jello doesn't so the gelatin doesn't get all in the cracks and stuff, and I can get it out. So we'll see how it goes. This is my first mix on the flesh inside, and it really smells bad. It's gelatin, glycerin, water, tiny little bit of honey, and I just microwaved it, so we're gonna let that harden, and if I get a good result from that, I will start filling up the leg. This is my first test result, and I forgot to say I used I put a couple of cotton balls in there and some oats. I'm not sure the oats are playing exactly as I want them to, so I'm thinking I may need to like mash them up or something. But anyway, I'm getting a good consistency, I think, nice and solid. You wrap that in on itself. I can see, I can imagine that as flesh. Trial 2, this time I'm adding pepper and curry and stuff like that. This time I'm gonna try paper towel and some saran wrap over here. Cling wrap, I guess that's a brand name. Some cling wrap. I shredded some cotton. We've got a new formula. Try number 2. Okay, I'm mixing it up. I'll probably add some like... Mixes way better without the cotton in there. And I'll probably add a little, like another drop of food coloring and some more chili powder, something black maybe. This time we're gonna do oatmeal. Here's try 2, straight out of the microwave. It's got some chunks in there. I'm not really sure if that's the oatmeal or what. They might not look too bad. So I'm gonna stir it a minute, and then I'm gonna pour it over into this other container over here. And we're gonna see how I'm gonna have to push down those cotton balls and we'll see how this looks. And yeah, batch 2 was good. I didn't document it really, but it was fine. I didn't really write down the ratios of water and gelatin and glycerin, so I'm just gonna try kind of by eye like I did it before and see what the ratios are. I think I did like 1/4 of a cup of gelatin. Then I think maybe 1/2 cup of glycerin. Maybe something like 3/4 of a cup water. And I started adding some Pond's skin cream so it doesn't smell so bad. Right, mixing this one up. Yeah, that looks pretty close to what I was doing before. So you would just add food coloring, depending on what, if you're going for muscle, you'd do like red food coloring. If you're going for like a fat layer, maybe just a little bit of green and yellow. If you don't add anything, it's gonna be just kind of the color you're looking at right now. Alright, so you want to microwave this for about a minute. It's going to come out of the microwave, pretty much liquid. In this case, you can still see the skin cream sort of floating. And then as we stir it, it kind of dissolves. I'm going to pour the excess in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge, because I'll probably still eat out of my Tupperware. Alright, we're gonna take a look at the result. Alright, there you go. Same level of strength and consistency as the other ones, so now you have the formula. I've heated up a batch of gelatin. Now I'm going to wait for it to get kind of sort of gooey, and then I'm gonna try to attach my leg bone to this pelvis here. I'm gonna see if I can do this by just drizzling gelatin, or if I'm gonna need to make a mold. Alright, that's looking pourable, but kind of solidified, so I'm gonna try it. And I'm still having a hard time having this stay in place. A lot of it's when I apply too much, a lot of it drips down, so we're gonna just apply a little bit, heat up a little bit, apply a little more. And here's our result from drizzling the special effects gelatin on there. So that's looking cool. So now, I'm just gonna let that dry and then lay it down and start building some tendon and muscle layers. Here's the, wow, I have gelatin in my hair. Here's the subcutaneous fat layer I just laid down. So I'm not sure how to get this sides really well, but we're gonna lay those red muscle layers on top of this. My saran wrap approach didn't work, so I'm just laying it down directly in there, and hopefully I can get it out once it's all together. Alright, so here is the rectus femoris tendon. Alright, now we've got quite a bit of the bottom layer done. Alright, now we've added the bone. I don't know if you can see good. So from now on, I'll probably just be pouring this stuff in there. I added some veins and some liquid blood. You can see the veins there. And so now I'm gonna put the bone back in, and then we're gonna add a fat layer to seal it all back together. There's the first slice of the thigh muscle. Alright, and here it is with where it's almost full. Here's one of the last layers added. Just pour it in there. Okay, now we're seeing if this was a smart idea at all. As I had kind of feared, it's stuck in there too good to just pull it out. Yeah, this should have been done in 2 sections, like a top half and a bottom half. That would have been easier. But we'll cut it out, and hopefully the mold, then I can just use the 2 sections on the backup copy. Getting that mold out was extremely challenging. It did totally destroy my mold, pretty much. But I'm hoping maybe I can like reinforce this, because I definitely don't have time to do another mold. So, you know, maybe I'll get lucky. And anyway, so here's the leg. The leg section, and this thing's coming off, so I've got to fill in the gaps like here, and yeah, I'm gonna drizzle some stuff in there to fill the gaps and build a kind of pelvis thing going. And at least that one will be done in time for my shoot. Here's a little bit better of a look for the leg section that we have now. So I'm just gonna keep building out the top, and we'll be putting some latex on it in a little bit. And here it is with the first layer of liquid latex on there. Here is the top with a thin layer of skin on there. We're running out of time, so I'm probably not gonna have time to really do this very well. Okay, we're gonna flip it over and apply it to the other side. Yeah, it needs a lot more layers than I have time to give it. Here's the next layer. So that's looking better, but you see I'd need a lot of layers and some makeup to get really good looking skin there. But it's gonna have pants over it, so it'll work. Here's a close-up with the pants on it of sawing the leg section. Here's a quick and dirty After Effects composite. I see at least 3 things I still have to fix in this image. I had to crop it weird because I started worrying about spoilers. Here's some close-up shots of the operation. He's supposed to be drilling into the bone here so he can pop it out and finish the amputation. I hope that was somewhat informative. Good luck building your own prosthetic arms and legs to saw to pieces.